Hello guys, good evening. I hope everyone is doing good and great for the day today there. Okay, so before I could start off with the session, I have a few things to share with you guys. And first of all, we have Google form in our description. We have a link for that, so you people can fill that so that our mentors would be getting in touch with you, and you will be advised on how to prepare for your exams and what are the queries, etc, etc. You can do like you can ask any of your queries or problems that you are facing so while you are preparing your for your exam. So that is one thing. Second thing is that I would recommend you people to download our app, that is BYJU'S Exam Prep, and there you can avail free classes. Okay, so why free classes means whatever we are doing so in YouTube class, that will be continued so further in the free classes on the same very day in a span of half an hour. Okay, so that means what, like within like say for 4 o'clock we have this YT class, so by 4:45 you will be having a free class where the same topic but it will be continued there, so you can have a lengthy class again. So and so this is for you guys, so therefore please do that. And now today, so just understand what we are discussing in the class. You will be thinking like, is it reading comprehension, is it RCs or what, this one, is it sentence correction or grammar or words, what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss one of the newest type of question that was asked last year in our exam. That is nothing but sentence completion, right? So it's more than sentence completion. I can say it as a paragraph completion. So what exactly this paragraph completion, as the name indicates, so paragraph completion means you have to complete the paragraph. Okay, but how you are completing, so and what is the requirement of the exam, so that depends there. So let me tell you guys, under this paragraph completion you will be having two types of questions, right? So what are these two types of questions? Even though last year they had asked one type of question, but I felt like so I need to tell you people about the another type as well, because you people know that every time there is a kind of change in our so examination questions, right? At least one or two questions patterns, they appear newly in the exam. So that's the reason we don't want to leave any stone unturned. That's the reason. So I thought, okay, so under this paragraph this one completion, so let us discuss both the types of question. Now in one question type you have to end the passage. That means what? You have to look for ending sentence. That is very important. That means you need to pick so the correct conclusion or the ending sentence, so that you need to do. In the other thing, in the other type of question that was last year asked, so they would be giving one sentence, you have to basically so locate them in the right position in between the paragraphs. That means what? This sentence is a part of paragraph. Remember, this sentence will be a part of paragraph, but it is taken out. Now you need to locate, or you need to place it in the right place, or so right after the correct sentence you have to place this sentence, so that we can have the meaningful paragraph. Okay. So totally what it is talking about, one is asking for the structure, I mean the completion of the sentence, the other one is asking for the right placement. So both of these things will remind you of what? So you people know that so when we did para-jumbles, when we did pick the odd one out, so we basically worked on what concepts? How these paragraphs are built, isn't it? So here also indirectly they are testing your skill on understanding on how you can understand the passage construction here. That is the reason, so here like we have this question, and it is also should be known to you guys that every time any question comes in, it could be any exam, it is not just CAT, okay, it could be ZAT, so this one, it could be any of the entrance exam. Remember that if we have a question, that means there is some skill that has to be tested from in student, so that will be qualifying for the studies there. That means these questions are not random questions, they are testing your skills. Here what skills they will be giving testing? They are testing your critical reasoning skills along with the ideation of how the paragraphs are built. So you people need to have this. Now you people will be going for postgraduate studies. Obviously you people need to be good in presenting your ideas in the form of writings, articles and etc. So therefore you have to know how these ideas could be framed into one particular thing there, right? So okay, so let's come to the topic now. So here what happens, let us understand what is the requirement of a passage or a paragraph. We know that every paragraph will have what is that its own idea. I have said this before in the class. So there will be one particular idea that will be discussed in one paragraph. That means we will not have multiple ideas. We usually will have one idea, one main idea per paragraph. No problem how lengthy the passage could be. The passage may have 10 or 20 paragraph, but no matter, but each paragraph will have one sub idea, so that will be discussed. Okay, so this paragraphs, how they are built means they are built in a very beautiful manner and a structured manner. That means they pick up, they introduce you to the topic, they try to explain about that topic, and they try to give some evidences so that you people can understand that idea in much better way, and ultimately they'll try to conclude by giving the conclusion, or they would be giving the inferences. So like this it will be happening. So these are the 4 things so that we people could encounter in our paragraphs. And also the movement could be in this way only. They will be introducing the topic, then explanation, then evidences, then conclusion. The movement also can happen like this only. Now you may be wondering, why is that we are discussing these paragraph structure or paragraph elements, and why how it has to be structured? You may be wondering, why are we discussing this? Yeah, we are discussing this because we need to locate the right sentence, isn't it? We need to locate the right conclusion, and we need to locate or place the sentence in the right position. For that you people need to know how these paragraphs are constructed or built. So if you don't have idea, then how do you weave the ideas there? So you can't weave the ideas in the right way. So that is the reason this is one of the basic information that you people need to remember. That means usually in the paragraphs what happens, the first part will be introducing the topic, then all the kinds of explanations will happen, then all the kinds of evidences will happen, and then ultimately the conclusion will happen. Remember this, okay? It won't be ulta or vice versa there. So now keeping this in mind, so we can further classify the structures into different modules. Different modules in the sense what? See, it is not always one idea they are going to pick up in one paragraph. They may have little variations in the explanatory part. Even though the first part will be introducing you to the idea what we are talking about, but the explanatory part and the evidential parts could change here. That means it won't be, because you know the writing of each person will be different. And also when we are writing, you people know that different ideas we need to present. Based upon the different ideas that we need to cover, so we have different structures, so that's used in our paragraphs. That means in each paragraph you people can see that these elements could be the essence of those paragraphs, or I can say that our paragraph could contain the information that could be of these structures, right? Let us understand what are these things. Why say this? If you know these things now, it will be helpful for your para jumbles, it will be helpful for your para completion, and also when you are doing this one, what is that, reading comprehensions, so it will be very helpful in skimming out the information there. Okay, so that means it's so useful. Then we have to learn them, right? We have to understand how the common structures of our this one paragraphs would be. Here I am specifically talking about paragraphs. Why? Because we are talking about paragraph completion thing. So we are not talking about the complete passage, we are talking about a single paragraph, okay, a part of a passage we are talking about. So now, so in this paragraph, we people can have cause and effect. That means what? They would be talking in the same paragraph, so the causes of some idea, and so that idea's effects also they would be talking about. For example, if I take COVID, if I am talking about COVID, in one paragraph itself, I will be talking what were the causes that this infection so came into existence and how did it spread. Okay, that means the causes for its spread as well as its existence I will be talking. And then what happens in the same very paragraph, I am also going to present, I also will be presenting what. So what were the effects of these COVID? Okay, so that means what? Our main idea is COVID, and what were the causes and what were the effects, both the things. So I am presenting here only. This could be the cause and effect here. So otherwise also we may have another different causes and effect. Okay, what causes certain events and how does that affect the thing? So that could be described in the paragraph. That means what? What is that you people need to learn from this thing? That means, you see, if you have multiple sentences, okay, in that if they are talking about different causes and different effects, so two structures can happen. One is what? First they will be talking only about causes, and then they will be talking only about your effects. Okay, you need to notice, because when you are doing the this one reading of the paragraph, you need to thoroughly read and understand there. So you need to see there whether they are going in this way or they are going like one cause and its corresponding effects, another cause, its corresponding effect, then another cause. If that is the thing, then see what is the given statement. So, and accordingly you see whether it is effect or cause, and look at the structure, how it is framed, and then accordingly you people can place the sentence in the right place. And not only that, so once you understand this, you people can pick up the right conclusion also there. Okay, so this is what basically the cause and effect so kind of writing will help us to do. Now generic to specific. Whenever you people read the passages, you should observe the thing. What is that observation that you guys need to do would be, see how the paragraphs are built. Whatever the components here I am discussing, you believe or not, once you start observing these things, so you will be seeing that, yeah, these things are there. The paragraph contains these things. Very true, whatever ma'am said. Yes, many times in the paragraph what happens, they generally talk about the things and ultimately they go on to the specific factors. That means generic to specific they will be talking about. Okay, so now for example, so many times you would have seen that in the paragraph they would be talking about the common environmental problems, then suddenly they will talk on specific environmental problem. That is what the temperature is growing high, so why this is happening. They go very specific here. So that means what? They may start off with a generic or broader idea, and they may narrow down further to talk about one particular thing here. For example, if I want to advise you people, so what I do, so do you think directly I will be advising? So that you people like what is that can do it, so it is just like, no, you need to have the optimistic idea, etc. Will I start giving the lecture same just like that? No, I give the covering statement, na. So what is that covering statement? Yeah, many people feel that clearing CAT exam is not a piece of cake, but according to my what is that experience, so I feel that CAT exam is can be cleared well, but we need to follow certain things. Now I start describing that one particular idea that can get us the score. That is, what are those certain things that we need to work on. That means what? From generic to so specific we came here. That means, so we were talking about whether we can clear it or not, then I started telling like how we can clear here, right? So that is the thing. So that is one type of structure that you people may see in one single paragraph. Now don't worry that, or don't be very careless that ये तो like what is that passages में होगा, so हम लोगों को इसका जानकारी नहीं चाहिए. No, it is very much important. क्यों? सो हर पैराग्राफ में कोई भी टाइप का पैराग्राफ आप लोगों के पास आ सकता है. सो देयरफॉर आप लोगों को ये सारे स्ट्रक्चर्स पता होना है, सो दैट इमीडिएटली आप इसको रिकॉल करके देन यू पीपल कैन व्हाट इमीडिएटली पिक द आंसर्स इजीली. बट इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द स्ट्रक्चर, व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड एंड ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स, definitely you will be taking lot of time, and in spite of taking such long time, you may end up not getting the score there. And if you attend that, it is not the matter of getting the score, we may lose the score for the wrong attention, this one, isn't it, answer. So we have to be very careful about this. That's the reason I'm telling what are the structures that you people need to see there. And then we have what is that, contrast ideas. So that means what? So they will start discussing in one paragraph only, the contrary ideas also will be discussed here. Okay. So contrary ideas means opposite ideas. Now parallelisms. So we have spoken about extrapolation or analogous situation. So under that, you people would have seen that analogous situation means what? They will be talking about one idea. So now in the same paragraph they will be applying, they will be talking on the same thing, but so applied on to different thing. That is analogous situation. That means if I talk about so the health conditions. So in the first part of first paragraph I am talking about health conditions of human beings. Then in the second condition I will be talking about so what are the different challenges, health challenges faced by animal kind. Now what happens in both the places, we are talking about what is that, the health conditions, its problems and everything. That means even though personalities are different, but we are applying this to our what is that, different animal kind. That means the ideas could be parallel here. Okay, why we are talking, we are on the same page. So in both the sentences we are worried about the health conditions of both the places. And one more this one, what is that, analogous situation for this could be, so if we are talking about the health conditions, okay, so health condition, the present health conditions of people, in the simultaneously if I talk about educational status in our, the present educational status here, what is happening in these, both things could be analogous. Why? Both are talking about the facts and figures. both are talking about people, both are based on the observation. Hence these both sentences, even though they vary very badly in their ideas, but they all have the same logic. They are discussing what is happening around them. So therefore what in both the cases, so the discussion is of same kind. It may not be same, but it is of same kind. Hence what happens, the two sentences, two things, studies will be what? So analogous to each other. Like this, in paragraph they may give you analogous situations. If throughout the paragraph, if we have analogous situation, how can you end the paragraph? You can say here that yes, so this is what happened. So overall you can give the conclusion there. Why? It is analogous situation, the logic is same. So your conclusion could be what? So overall idea there. Okay, so that is the thing. Now chronological way, that means what? Time and dates. Even you would have seen the paragraph, they will be explaining, okay, in 1970 it happened, then 72 it happened, 73 it happened. They'll start describing the events as per its occurrence or as per its experience. So the things are framed here. That means it will be in a chronological way. Okay, see to this whether this is what happening, then you can pick up the sentence accordingly to the chronological order. And then action and sequence. Okay, so if you people don't do the work, then I will give homework more. That means what? Not doing. What is the action? For its action and reaction, I can better name it as what? Action and reaction there. And this is one thing under action and sequence. The another thing is the action and sequence tends to be what? Whatever the actions happen, whether it is sequence, you usually in the paragraph it will be sequenced. Okay, first so we switched on the laptop, then so we took out the site where we conduct the class, and then so I did all the formalities, then I started what is that, so waiting for that 4 o'clock there. So that means everything, the action that's happening in sequence, so could also be described in our paragraphs. So many times you people would have seen these kind of paragraphs. If that is the case, so you people can aram se relate, okay, after this action should come. It is not the other way around. So this helps you people to what? So give the right answers. That is the reason we are talking about all of these things, so that whatever is in your subconscious mind, let it come to the conscious mind, and while you people are working, so be very careful about the same. Then idea transformation. The idea gets transformed here. It won't be changed. Changed is different. Transforming is different. Transforming in the sense it can have the modulations there. Okay. So therefore these type of ideas also could happen. So in this kind of idea you should always remember, so what is that idea? One idea and the another idea will have the same base, but it will be changed. Okay, it will be changed to some extent, but the root and the base will be same here. And idea reiteration. So what is this means? Idea reclaiming. We are going to present the idea, so again in the paragraph. That means rephrasing, retelling the idea. So all these types of writings can be included in one single paragraph. Henceforth you people need to be ready with these things in your mind, because no one will be asking questions on these things. Okay, only the questions direct on passages. If you know these things, then so your life will become easy to solve the questions like what is that sentence completion and all, right? So I hope you understood what are the structures and how these paragraphs are built. So in next class we are going to discuss so about our 2 question types. In fact, I will be completing 1 question type in one class and another question type in another class. Okay. I hope you people understood. So kindly go today, take out each paragraph and observe whatever I said. Try to plot them down. Okay, so that will make yourselves prepare for the coming classes. Okay guys, until then, take care and bye. See you in the next class.